Good afternoon. We're here with Bruce Charlton, Chief Design Officer of the Robert Trent Jones Jr. Design Firm. We're here to ask him this afternoon about the holes that are left to be finished here at Poppy Hills. That includes one that we're standing near, and that's the 9th hole. Can you tell us about the rest of the course?
Sure. Well, we're just finishing 9, as you said, and then we're dealing with 1 tees here, and then all that ties into 18 green. 18 will probably be our last hole because we've got the big pile of sand cap there. That's being stockpiled for as we finish through. We spread the sand. We still have 10, 11 to grass. We still have 14 to grass. Little bit of 16 also. 16 tees are done. So we're closing in on it. You know, if this is a marathon, we've only got about a 10K left. So we're getting there.
And we were out on the 10th hole the other day, and it looks like that lake got even a little bigger. Is that possible?
We did expand it in a couple directions. Actually, we expanded it further north, or where the old green used to be. It's a little bit further there, but we also, in that same move, we tweaked it in a little bit so that the actually second landing area is a little bit wider, by about maybe 10 or 12 yards. So before, you used to hit a shot, your second shot on 10, and it would kick that slope and hit that slope and end up in the water. So we moved the lake edge over. So we did a little bit of both. But I think one of the reasons that it looks so big now is just a big hole in the ground. And so we're getting ready to put the overflow structure in and then put the lake lining on. So it always looks so much bigger when it's in dirt. You kind of go, whoa, that's huge. But yeah, it'll feel about the same size.
And we've noticed that the Frontier Golf has been working on the range the past few days. And tell us about the two-tier look of the new driving range.
Well, I tell you what, one of the things we are trying to do with the practice range is just maximize tee space. And we're trying to get about an acre, a football field, of turf up there, so you can really move the tee positions around and have good quality turf to hit, shots off from a practice range perspective. And when you do that, when you go from basically the very north part of the practice range tee to the very south, I mean, we had probably 12, 14 feet of elevation to deal with there.
And it's can you confirm that they'll be hitting into a field that's almost level with where they're hitting from?
Well, it's before it used to go way down and then way back up. Well, that's been one of our fill deposit sites for the whole construction. So yeah, the floor of the range is going to feel a lot more gentle. You're going to be able to see your shots into the targets. We got 4 or 5 targets out there, and then the very back end of the range is another teaching spot. We've got a really cool chipping green back there, nice deep bunker, and then a very nice probably 8-person tee back there that you can really do some good instruction. And it's pretty nice. You got a view down to the clubhouse. It'd be a good place to go by yourself and want to practice your short game and see how you can hit shots off the tee. That's a good spot. It's a very good spot.
And now that you've toured the course with a little more than half the holes with grass on them, has anything taken you by surprise? Any holes stand out to you with grass?
I'm a big fan of 4. I don't know what it is. I think 4 just feels like it's part of an extension of the forest, and I love the fact that we've got it up to 630 yards, and it's the toughest par 5. It's the first one you hit. I kind of like getting people into the game early and saying, okay, let's play some golf here and play well. I think 15 is probably another one that sticks out in my brain as something that's just kind of popped off paper into something that's really much more exciting than previous 15th hole. But really, all in all, the way that when the golf course gets grassed and not dirt, that's when you see how it's going to blend into the natural surroundings that we built in it. I'm so excited because before we had a lot of ups and downs and tying into trees and things like that. Now we're just kind of gently bleeding off into the trees, which from a golfer's perspective is giving you a lot more room to hit the ball. And then once we get in the trees, I'm seeing a lot of areas where, they're just the natural pine straw and the mulch and everything, it's been cleaned up. And, now you'll see that little white ball out there in the middle of the trees, and all you got to do is just, get it out to the green stuff and you can keep moving. So I think that's going to help speed of play. I think that's going to help it a lot, combined with the width of everything. I think I'm really excited about that. I think people are going to be able to get around this golf course in a little more rapid rate.